Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday night. Welcome. I'm so glad to see everybody here. Go ahead and say hello. Drop your names in the chat. Drop your Instagram handles. Tell us anything that you want to tell us. Tell us where you're coming from. Tell us what's going on with you tonight. It's going to be a really great show, and we're so excited to have you guys here tonight. I'm just going to give everybody another couple of minutes to come in and get started. So before I hand it over to our amazing and super funny guests, I'll introduce myself. In case you're new to HeyMama, I'm Amory. I'm the co-founder and chief community officer at HeyMama. We are a private social and professional network created to propel mothers forward in work and life. This is a community that provides ambitious women across industries and stage of motherhood, which means if you are pregnant, have a new baby, or if your kids have left the nest, you're starting a business, or you're on the top of your game, this is still the place for you. Through access to our powerful database, group messaging, and events and original content, our members are able to find the resources and people that they need to thrive, because we really believe that when we all pitch in and help each other, that mothers are so much stronger together. We've been doing these off-duty nights throughout quarantine because we're all so much in need of a drink. Yes, ladies, yes. And a good laugh.
Here, cheers.
And I'm currently hiding from my kids in the bathroom. Yes, those were towel racks over there, and the door is locked. But I'm so happy to welcome Ashley and Carrie, who are two of HeyMama's members and the hosts of the podcast Momtourage. There will be a drinking game tonight and lots of drinking. I didn't mean to say that. I'm just kidding. So pop your corks and get ready to laugh with us. Welcome Ashley and Carrie. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for that intro, Amory. Hey guys, it's Momtourage Live, the podcast about being a mom that thinks that mom stuff is super boring. So we created our own posse. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Carrie, and we are ready to walk you down the red carpet of motherhood.
Whoa!
So excited!
Woohoo! I have my glass of wine ready to go already.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Cheers!
Oh, cheers. Yeah. Oh, man. We're so excited to be here.
Thanks so much for having us, guys. I do have to say that this ring light is making my grow out not look so bad. I'm very
really
impressed.
Good. You're looking very fabulous.
Thank you.
This is our theme song, MILF, by Mama Drama Band, led by Carrie Ballo, who is also a HeyMama member.
All the cool kids are HeyMama members.
All the cool kids, but they are a kick-ass all-mom band, so make sure you check them out, mamadramaband.com, or you can check them out on Instagram and Facebook at Mama Drama Band.
And I just want to give a special thanks to the sponsor of tonight's event, Bobbi Brown. I've been a big fan for years. In fact,
Amen.
True story, I was teaching yoga one day and I taught a hip hop yoga class, and I said Bobbi Brown sung the next song, and I'm the oldest person in that yoga class as the teacher, and everyone thought I meant Bobbi Brown, the makeup artist, and they were like, we didn't know she had a singing career. I was like, oh boy, I feel really, really old. But anyway, thanks to Bobbi Brown, the makeup artist, not the hip hop artist, we are feeling super pretty and put together for the first time in like a real long time.
Yeah, I did a nice IG live beforehand where they
put your face close up to the camera, Ash. Let's see.
I can't. It's gonna ruin my mic. But can you see my eye?
Look at that eye. That was really sexy, Ash.
It wasn't it? So, what is Momtourage? Let's. Thank you so much, Larissa. We are the moms that get kicked out of Mommy and Me for our language and sneaking in booze in sippy cups.
We are the moms that show up at HeyMama's Snowflake City, true story, Ashley showed up to that, or other events, and then we fart and tell inappropriate jokes, then hide in the corner and drink all your wine.
But that time you weren't a part of HeyMama.
I wasn't.
I did it all by myself.
I would have been there with you.
It's really sad. Anyway, that's us. And if that's you, then we are your Momtourage.
If not, oh, well, we're here anyway.
Nice to meet you.
You can make fun of us later. It's fine.
Carrie, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Awesome. I'm Carrie Sotero. I don't know why I feel like I just needed to use my last name.
Why not?
And I am the mother to a almost 2-year-old Luna Mars. That's her real name. Luna Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And
Born
I
to
live
be a rock star.
or something. Who knows? Something. And I live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn with my baby daddy Lee, who you might see here. He's also our sound guy, our editor, our extraordinaire. So thank you, Lee, for not only impregnating me, but also helping with this show.
Oh my
Ashley,
God.
how about you?
My name is Ashley Hearon-Smith, seeing as we're giving last names.
Sure.
I live
We are
in
not in
Union.
witness protection.
No, clearly. I live in Union City, New Jersey, right across the river from good old Manhattan with my husband and my soon-to-be 3-year-old. His birthday is on Tuesday, and boy, am I feeling it. So
Oh, boy.
it's a good time. So let me ask you, what are you drinking?
Okay, well, I have a couple of choices here. I am drinking. Should I pretend that like this is a wine show?
Yeah.
Okay, this is an organic, locally sourced, because I'm in Williamsburg, so this is obviously what I'm drinking. It's not a sparkling rosé, it's an effervescent rosé.
What's the
I don't know what that
difference?
means. It just feels like I poured a little seltzer water in my rosé rather than it being like champagne, right? But then, guys, just to show you that I'm committed to this, I've got this. Hold on, let me not screw up my microphone. This is the rest of that red wine and a tequila-based beverage, just
Carrie's
in case I run
obsessed
out.
with this tequila beverage, by the way. She's obsessed with it.
Two Chicks Paloma. It's like a tequila and grapefruit prepackaged. It's like a bougie White Claw. It's delicious.
I love it. I am
Yes,
drinking
Ashley.
a lovely Sauvignon Blanc. The brand is Maker's
Whoa.
Mark. No, not Maker's Mark. What is it?
That's tequila.
Members Mark. Members Mark. And those of you who are familiar, yes, that is the Sam's Club brand. This bottle will set you back $7, and it's pretty delicious, if I may say so myself. Although I forgot to chill it, so it's hot.
Oh, Ashley, didn't you tell me a story about how one time you were considering becoming a sommelier? That is not sommelier behavior.
It is not. But you know what? This sommelier was trying to fix scripts all day and crazy things like that. Yeah, you know.
I could never be a sommelier, though, because you have to like spit out the beverage. I'm not into spitting out the beverage.
No, I'm not. I'm into swallowing the beverage.
I'm into just swallowing, period. I don't spit anything. I just commit. If you're going to do it, commit in all things.
And we are kicking this party off the right way.
Exactly.
What are you guys drinking? Let's see. What are you guys saying in here? Someone's drinking a LaCroix. You are not lame. You are not lame. It is not my first choice tonight, but that's very responsible of you.
Who doesn't like a LaCroix, really?
Mm-hmm. Tequila is my first choice, but I'm out, you know?
So
should
we take a poll to see what everybody's drinking?
I think we should.
All right. Okay, so what is everybody drinking tonight? So go ahead. We have wine/beer, 2, any and everything, and 3, nothing. I'm following the Gwyneth Paltrow Goop regimen of hydration, hydration, hydration.
I participated. I hope you did too, Carrie.
I did too, of course.
Every vote counts.
That's right.
Should we see those results?
Although people are probably slow. Oh, wine and beer mostly.
All right.
And then the Goop regimen. Good job, guys.
Wow, so no hard liquor tonight.
Liquor? I don't even know. Just so you know, we like the low-hanging fruit jokes.
Yes.
So there you have it. There you have it.
So this is a live podcast, but it is also a drinking game, my friends.
And here are our drinking game rules. So, 1, drink anytime we mention Zoom. Go ahead, Ash.
Anytime we mention homeschooling.
Anytime we mention poop, which I know doesn't seem like we would mention it a lot, but you obviously don't know us.
Yeah, it's our favorite subject. Sorry, it's lowbrow, but it happens. Anytime we mention the Rona or COVID.
Anytime we mention face masks.
Anytime we mention our kids, Sebastian and Luna.
Anytime I interrupt, which is a lot, we would have already drunk like 3 times by now if we had introduced this game a little bit earlier.
And also, whenever somebody's child interrupts tonight, so you can just drop one of those like, tongue out faces in the comments so that we can all join you and feel your pain.
I call that the Miley Cyrus emoji.
Yeah, that works.
Right.
But let's kick it off. Everyone have a drink right off the bat for the amount of kids you have.
Ashley, this is the first time I've ever wanted more than one child.
And probably the last for me.
Probably. I like how you took like a long sip.
Yeah.
You're like, I have one kid,
Got to make it last.
but I got to make it last.
Last and count, you know?
That's right. That's right. Okay, so guys, I don't know about you, but when I filled out the Hey Mama application, which was pretty recently, actually, I don't know, like under a year ago, I was a little bit triggered, hashtag, as the kids say, hashtag triggered, because I only met Lee about 4.5 years ago, and I met him on a dating app. So I had been filling out those dating applications, not application, you know, the profile thing, for such a long time that I sort of felt like the Hey Mama membership was like that. Like, how many ways can I say creatively, underemployed yoga teacher, postpartum, but make it fashion? Like, it was very complicated. I'm like, how can I make this feel sexy? It doesn't feel sexy.
I felt like I had like imposter syndrome the entire time, because it was just like, how do I tell people that I'm a permanent freelancer who sometimes makes money because I chose this field, you know, and amongst all the CEOs and fabulous women and fashion designers?
I know. I did too. And you know, it's so funny because this, did I just interrupt you? Do we need to take a drink? I think I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's
shit.
going to be, can we designate one person who is like keeping track in the chat?
I mean, I'm going to try my best, but.
Anyone?
No one's like, no, Carrie's going to interrupt the whole time. New message.
Yeah.
Okay, who's that from?
I'll try. All right. Thank you, Cassandra.
I'll try. Thank you, Cassandra. Anyway. So also, like, our podcast. Oh, you interrupted me. We don't have one for that. Also, our podcast is kind of like Hey Mama, in that the membership is just like a basic click to subscribe, and everybody gets in because we don't care.
Plus dues are $0, because although we like to think we're bougie, we're very budget. We're kind of like high-low. You know, you use La Mer, but you shop at Target sometimes, a lot of times.
Or like Ashley, you just found out that you buy your wine at Costco or Sam's. So that's basically, you know,
You didn't just find that out. You knew
No, I'm saying
that.
they just found out. I know all your dirty secrets, girl. I know. Also, I don't know. So I suffer from some anxiety. Evidently, I also suffer from stuttering because that just happened. But anyway, I also suffer from anxiety. And when I see that my inbox has like so many emails, it kind of freaks me out. So when I check in the middle of the day and I see that I have 100 emails and they're all from the Hey Mama forums, it kind of like gives me anxiety. So I just
Every time.
I just read the first 10 and then I just have to like erase the rest of them, because honestly, the things that I want to read don't tend to be on the forums. Like, what I really want to write on the forums is hashtag ISO, someone in need of a friend who has a dope beach house.
Yeah, mine is hashtag shout out, you like White Claw? Try adding more vodka.
You're really an innovator, Ashley.
You know, that's what
you
I'm
really
here
are.
for.
You're an ideas girl. Or hashtag shout out, I got my period, so I'm not knocked up. Thank God.
That was me last week.
That was you last week, literally.
Yeah.
You probably should have read that one.
Yeah. And hashtag shout out, my kid only did 5 hours of screen time this morning.
Hashtag
Winning.
best parenting.
Yeah. Winning.
Or hashtag shout out, wine mixes well with everything. In fact, I interrupted you and I'm going to drink my wine.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
see, Cassandra got it. She's like, drink.
And anyone out there who actually
Oh my God. Do you see Gina right there? She said, my kid keeps pooping on the floor. Do we need to drink because you just mentioned poop?
Yep.
There we go. I feel for you,
Wine
Gina.
mixed with Sprite. Danielle, an innovator.
My brother used to drink red wine with Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's a very big thing in Spain, apparently. That was James.
Okay.
Just anyone out there who actually does have a beach house, just so you know, Carrie and I are available.
We're
whenever
really good friends.
you like us. Yes, great friends. I will spring for the $19 jumbo bottle of tequila from Sam's Club, and Carrie will bring jumbo tortillas, Doritos.
No, Doritos, Cool Ranch
Yeah.
Doritos. In fact, at the beginning of quarantine, I ordered a case of
This is
Doritos.
a true story.
True story. And I haven't even like opened up this. I'm sorry, 2 cases of Doritos, and I'm not even through the first. So do the right thing. Reach out to us. We will come to your beach house happily, bringing all the best supplies.
Oh my God. You ready, Carrie? 1, 2, 3.
The tits and the shits.
Guys, we can never get it. Never. We've gotten
True
it like
story.
once together.
Lee, my baby daddy, fixes it every time before we post. He has to make it at the same time because we're terrible at saying things together virtually. In real life, we're not stupid. We're
still
know how
not
to do
great
it in
at
real
it.
life.
Still not great at it. Anyway, the Tits and the Shits is one of our recurring segments. We do it every single week. It's basically our highs and our lows, our rose and our thorn of the week.
And it's a weekly reoccurring segment, so obviously we had to bring it to you guys for the live show.
It holds a very special place in our heart. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I want you to go first, Ashley. I love hearing you talk.
I'm holding back my laughter.
I mean it.
All right, so my tits. I guess, you know what? Tits. So overall, I feel like quarantine because of COVID, drink.
Oh, damn.
I did that one on purpose.
How's that hot wine?
It's delicious. Quarantine because of COVID is kind of my dream come true, you know? Like I'm having the best time. I don't have to leave. I don't have to get dressed or put makeup on. This is the first time I've done my hair or had makeup on in 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
I can socialize from my sofa under a blanket and in sweatpants. Like it doesn't get any better than being forced to stay home and it being socially acceptable.
Right. You don't have to come up with like a fake excuse.
No, because all my excuses are real. They're not. They're almost always an excuse. My other tit for the week.
Your second tit, because you do have two.
I have two.
Yeah.
Is last night I taught my son to say butthole and he is walking around saying butthole, and it's great.
He sounds like
that low-hanging fruit again.
He sounds like a German tourist.
Yeah.
The way he's enunciating butthole.
Butthole. Okay, nice. Is that for grown-ups? Butthole? And I'm like, you can say it. Go for it.
Buttholes are for everybody, Sebastian.
Yeah. My shits are, it has been, all of that introvert talk, it has been 5 months since my husband and I have had one day or night to ourselves in all of this. 5 whole months with our child. And not that I don't love being with him. That was my tits. But also like one night would be amazing. I told Carrie this and Carrie offered. She was like, I'll come and watch Sebastian. You guys can go. I'm like, go where?
Ooh, Sebastian. Also, Sebastian does rock.
Sebastian.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm keeping up on this shit.
Do rock. Yeah, I can't. I don't know how you do it. But yeah, I would really love. Oh, Carrie said that she would come and take care of him, and said like, why don't you go somewhere? And all I could think is, where are we gonna go? And she goes, I don't know, go neck in the car or something. I'm like, we're not gonna neck. We're just gonna sleep. That's all we want to do.
You can go sleep in the car, and I'll watch Seba.
So sad. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, your kids need to.
You guys know what necking means.
Guys, heavy petting. Whoopee, making whoopee. Our kids should start a band, Luna Mars and Sebastian.
They're actually best friends, I think, or they're destined for each other. I don't know, but they love each other.
They're basically lovers that don't have sex because they're children, and that's disgusting.
And to the person who talked about to Gina, who said that your kid keeps shitting on the floor, drink.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
My son yesterday has been having a potty training regression where he refuses to poop on the toilet. So yesterday I had to change 4 poop underwear, not even diapers, 4 poop underwear throughout the day because he refuses to sit or tell me that a poop is coming.
Delicious.
Yep. So that's literally a shit.
Literally. What's neck mean? Oh, I'm like, why is that a sad face? Anyway, side note, before I share my tits and my shits, this is a velvet couch, not to brag. This is a velvet couch. I just like wiped my hand to feel the texture, and there's like weird, disgusting milk on it because my daughter keeps thinking that painting with milk is like the best thing ever on a blue.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I'm like, now I'm having like some OCD about needing to wipe this couch up. Anyway.
My favorite part of the story is not to brag that it's velvet.
Also not to brag. Can we talk about my look for a second? Can I digress?
Yeah, so I'm a big reality show fan. I don't know if anyone else out there is. Carrie is a beginner. She's a beginner level Bravo person.
Well, I used to like it, and then I went back.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she's rocking a very Dorinda pre this season look.
Dorinda, or
pre-Dorinda went to the dark side.
But I also like to think I look like a woman who's on her second marriage and looking for a third.
Yeah.
That's my look.
Yeah.
And I also like to think it's a little bit of like
at a wine bar, maybe.
Right. Housewives of New Jersey meets Housewives of New York.
Yes. Where I feel like I'm rocking a Kyle Richards kind of look today.
Bev Hills.
Yes.
For your
just Kyle Richards. Anyway, your tits and your shits, my friend.
Okay, so I just burped in the microphone. I hope everybody heard that.
That used to be one of the drinking game things.
But then Ashley said it was too lowbrow. Well,
yeah, I thought you were
going to
have some tact today.
Nope, never. So my tits are that I guess I'm going to start with a shit from last week, which is that I've been having a really rough week with my daughter. She's straight up a brat. She is straight up bratty right now. She's almost 2, so maybe I guess this is like beginning of terrible 2s. Oh, Luna, drink.
Oh, I'll pay closer attention this time.
And so she isn't eating. Like, she didn't eat hardly anything for a whole week, and I was starting to get really concerned, and she's hitting me. She made me cry, and then she said, more. And I was like, more what? And she's like, more crying, mommy. And I'm like, wow, you're a bitch. That's terrible. And even my baby daddy, who's usually like, oh, she doesn't mean it, is like, wow, burn. She's really being mean to you. So we had a good day today. She ate an entire lunch that I made for her, which hasn't happened in forever. And then when she woke up from her nap, it was that terrible rainstorm that was happening. And I was like, let's go play in the rain. She's never played in the rain before. And so we put on rain boots and this ridiculous UFO raincoat.
That thing is insane. It's amazing.
It basically looks like a big condom that goes around your kid, but it's wired.
That never went down.
Yeah, it's wired so it sticks up. So no rain like gets over their shoulders. It's also really good for socially distancing. It's ridiculous. And we just went outside in the torrential rain and jumped in some puddles. It lasted like all of 4 seconds, of course, but it was so fun. I was like, this is the kind of mom I wanted to be. And I feel like I've been not the kind of mom I wanted to be this whole last week. And so I was like, yes, this was so good. It was really nice. It was reaffirming that maybe it was a good idea to have a kid.
See, if they would just cooperate, we would be great parents.
Exactly. But I think if they give you like 6 bad days and then they give you 1 good day, just so you're reminded that they're actually good people.
And so you keep trying to procreate, I think.
I guess. I don't know. I'm going to get that tattooed. Don't on my
don't
wrist.
do it again.
Don't do it again. My shits are that evidently I think every day is like a Jewish wedding. I break so much motherfucking glass. I broke a wine glass. No, I broke a rocks glass yesterday. I broke a piece of like pie. Oh,
drink.
What did I drink?
Wait, what are we drinking to?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway. Fuck it.
Wine. Oh, mention wine. Thank you, Cassandra. And then I broke like a Pyrex, which isn't supposed to break easily. I broke that.
No, those are very difficult to break.
And yesterday when I broke that rocks glass, it broke on my child, and she picked up a piece of glass and went, "Mommy," and I'm like,
no.
But this has been happening since forever. I thought originally it was just because when I was pregnant, I lost feeling in my hands and I really couldn't feel anything. It was a bizarre side effect of being pregnant. Hashtag geriatric pregnancy. Strange shit happens to you. But I couldn't feel my fingers. So every time I would touch something, I couldn't tell if I was really gripping it. So I broke a lot of shit when I was pregnant, but evidently it didn't go away. So I just need to be like Opa or L'Chaim or whatever, because L'Chaim, it's just glass everywhere. Anyway, that's my shits.
There are worse shits, honestly. Like, if
unless
that's your shit, I think
my
that's a good one.
Child open.
But she didn't. She's fine. She made it through. Everything's okay. What are you going to do? Harp on every what if? My kid has a what if every single day.
It's true, I guess.
Honestly.
Life is about what ifs.
Yes. All right. So we have a question we want to pose to you guys. You have plenty of time to answer it. We're going to get to it at the end of the show. But we want to know, in all of this COVID world, what has been your worst Zoom or homeschool fail in quarantine? So to answer this, you guys can go with the bottom
Zoom, drink again. Double drink for Zoom.
God, I'm like taking baby sips now.
I'll take a sip of my tumbler of water. What if this was just straight vodka? What?
I'd be very proud. To answer, you can go to the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen, and we will read those at the end of the show.
Or maybe we'll have you read them.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
What's the deal with being a working mom during COVID? That was like half Jerry, half Ethel Merman. I don't know what that was. What's the deal?
A little Mae West in there, maybe?
I mean, so what's the deal with being a working mom during COVID? Okay, so this segment, we do a What's the Deal segment on our show,
Yep.
but this specific segment is based off this article that man was hot on Hey Mama. It was hot everywhere. Like everybody sent it to everybody.
Wait, sidebar, did you see what was really hot yesterday and today?
What?
It was the Shein swastika necklace.
Oh, right.
Rightfully so.
Right.
That was like the hot one the past 2 days.
Right. I get confused because I'm on a couple different mommy blogs and they were all saying the same thing. So I just got confused about where I heard it first.
Yeah.
Anyway, the article is from the New York Times, the paper of record, and it's entitled, "In the COVID-19 economy, you can have a kid or a job. You cannot have both."
So we've been talking about this so much on the podcast since, we've all gone into quarantine back in March. And that was probably after the fear and depression subsided. At first, it was just like, are we all going to die? And then it turned into.
It was during Tiger King when we still had hope.
Yes.
Right.
It was, how are we going to get through this doing both things?
Yep. And in that spirit, the spirit of being terribly depressed by this article, we created this What's the Deal? So, oh, no sleep. Yes. Okay. So we are going to do a little Q&A at the end of the show. And the question is, sorry, I'm going to go back to that.
Oh, I understand what's happening now. The question is, what's been your worst Zoom or homeschool fail in quarantine? So again, you can just go straight down to the bottom of the screen. There's a little button that says Q&A, and you can put in your answer there.
Awesome. So, so shall we talk about the What's the Deal?
What's the deal with
What's the
being
deal?
a work from home mom in the time of COVID? Oof. Did you guys all read this article? Because that's what we're basing all of this
I just saw
off
all
of.
that chat. They're like, it made me cry. Also, an option is never to sleep. This is triggering for a lot of people.
Where are you seeing that?
Oh, I was in the chat menu while you were talking, Ashley.
Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense.
I don't always pay attention to you.
All right. So, what's the deal with if kids in New York City are only going to be in school for one of every 3 weeks in the fall and people are returning to work, who's watching kids those other 2 weeks?
Nothing. It's going to be Lord of the Flies.
People have to work. What are we going to do?
Also, is like the only options, you either put your kid in danger or you put your job in danger.
Yes. And what about toddlers? Like those of us with toddlers, there is really no choice here because you can't send a toddler to any kind of school and expect them to understand how to socially distance.
Or like keep a mask on.
Yeah, most kids won't even keep a mask on. So what are we supposed to do? Just all quit our jobs?
And then like, I know from a bunch of my friends have kids with special needs, whether it's learning disabilities or autism or whatever it is. And what are we supposed to do? Those kids, the one-on-one attention of special needs is key to part of their development. And they're just not going to have that kind of education that they need in order to help and grow and develop.
Amory said, my 4-year-old licks the tables and other people. This is a true story. My son once licked the floor of the Port Authority, and anyone who lives in New York knows that that is literally the most disgusting, diseased thing you can do ever. And somehow he's alive. I don't know how he did it, but he's alive.
My partner just said from the Lee, who's muted, but I can hear him because he's in the next room, just said the worst. It was totally
awful.
Disgusting.
I was like,
no. He's never touching Seba again. Never, ever, ever again touching Seba.
So what's the deal with school happening in the fall? Is it happening? I mean, in research for today, Carrie and I both read about 7,000 different articles about COVID and kids and working and school starting. We don't know. There's no straight answer.
First of all, not to brag, we can read. That's the first. I know wearing this outfit, you weren't quite sure, but we can. But also like the entire burden is going to fall on, in our case, me and Ashley, because we are the most freelancy and our partners are the ones that have the most like steady schedule.
Even though they work from home.
Correct.
Right.
So I mean, we do have a job. It just doesn't happen to be a big paying job. Are we just supposed to not do it anymore?
We can barely secure 2 hours a week to record in silence.
Yeah.
That's us. People who are trying to work a full-time job, 2 parents. So I have friends who are here right now. They had to hire a nanny to come to their house during all of this, which must have been very, very like scary and hard. And that was the only choice that they had. And I get it. It makes perfect sense. What about every other day plan? That's not going to work. 2 hours of silence? No way. This is the right audience for this discussion, by the way.
And also, if I'm just talking about one kid. What if you have 2 kids? They're in different programs. They're at different days. One kid goes to school this one day. Another kid goes to other school. First of all, just keeping that schedule straight has me anxious already.
You're dizzy already.
Oy, vey. But in general, like, it's on an off schedule. Oh God, I can't even. 2 kids watch each other. That sounds like the 80s.
Can I tell you?
Evidently worked out okay because I'm not dead yet.
They're all alive. Yeah. Can I tell you what I did the other day? I haven't told you this. I was saving it for this.
Oh.
I bought a homeschool curriculum because I decided I'm not sending Sebastian to school next year. Sebastian, drink. Anyone out there? I'm not going to because I'm going to keep talking. I apologize in advance to anybody who may be homeschooling their children, but it was not a path I saw myself or my child going on. And yet here we are. We are here. I sent it to be printed and bound today. We're in the homeschooling world. And,
Ashley, I haven't even thought about that yet, so I might have to steal that.
Well, because you still have time. You still have a year ahead of you. I don't even know how I'm going to find time to homeschool him, but apparently it takes 45 minutes a day. It involves a lot of apples and some paint. And I just feel like I can do this, right?
The only way that I would want to
so much paint
with sugar, apples with sugar. The only way I would really think about homeschooling is if I could, and this was almost going to be one of my tits, was that my floor, Cassandra, who is on my floor, who's the gatekeeper of the drinking game. Thank you, Cass.
Thank you.
I don't know if I've ever called you Cass. I just decided. Ooh,
there's a first time for everything.
Is if I did it with a bunch, and I don't mean a bunch, but like a safe group of people where one mother or father or whoever took the kids and taught a certain subject or a day, and then the other mother taught the other day, because I want my kid to socialize with other kids, even if it's just 2 other kids.
Right.
And 2, I'm not the best at all the things. And if I'm there every day, I'm kind of an angry bitch, I've found out. I have to take care of my
you
kid
at least like children. You've got that like going children. For you. Mm-hmm. I barely like children. Sorry, anyone who doesn't listen to our show religiously, I outwardly say I will not watch other people's kids. I have no interest.
Oh, I just interrupted you. Drink.
Yeah.
And I used to be a nanny, so I actually do really like kids, and I don't mind watching many kids. Watch now, everyone's going to be like, "What's your phone number?" So I would really only want to do it if there was just a couple other families and we could rotate a little bit for variety. But that's not available to everybody.
Well, back to what's the deal? What's the deal with us basically all moving towards a kibbutz system? For those of you who are non-Jewish, a kibbutz is basically like a communal living style where multiple people living in the same compound, building, apartment, whatever it is, and everyone kind of what you have going on your floor, where everyone watches each other's kids and stuff. And I kind of think that that's the only way it's going to work for those of us who have small kids. Hopefully, I can't even think about if I had an older kid in all of this.
I mean, I've been wanting this lifestyle forever. I used to call it Friend Village, where we help take care of each other's elderly parents. Like, I am into this whole concept. I'm into it. Although it's unaffordable to do that in New York, but yes. I would really like to do that somewhere. Okay. So also, do we even have careers anymore?
No.
Like, we don't. No. Like,
I don't think women get that option anymore.
No. And we barely have... Is it near Sunset Village in Florida? Maybe, but I ain't going to Florida. Let me tell you that.
Karen,
not happening.
You.
But like, we barely have a career to begin with, let alone
you
now.
And I specifically. Yes,
exactly. let alone any
You're
shred.
looking at it, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what we call a career. Ashley and I were talking the other day, and we were like, why are we so angry all the time? And I'm like, because we are now full-time mothers, and we had
Yes.
not planned on being completely full-time mothers. We had planned on being mostly full-time mothers with a side hustle. And now we don't have that. And so we're just angry bitches all the time.
Do you know how long I waited to hit like purchase on my homeschool curriculum? Because I was like, doing this means I'm giving up for a year. It means all hope of like ever doing the shit I really want to do is gone for a year. And good luck if I get to go back to it after that. And that is a very sad reality.
I don't have to tell you, but you don't actually have to do it. You can purchase and never use it, which is what you do with half your other shit.
mean, obviously. Hello, every Instagram targeted ad that I've purchased.
Exactly. So, I mean, how do you enjoy all this extra time with your kids when you barely have time for yourself and not kill them? Like today's rain incident with my daughter was like a highlight. I'm calling it the rain incident. But mostly it's just me being like, don't do that. Please stop. I mean, it's really hard to enjoy any time with your kids when you're strained, you've lost your career or your sanity or all of the above.
Yep.
It's like really hard to be any kind of fun.
Yep. Also, what's the deal with me having to spend so much time saying, Sebastian, daddy's trying to work. Come to mommy while I am also trying to work.
Oh my God. The other day I saw another set of 2-year-olds and one of them goes, Daddy working, make money for me.
I mean, he ain't wrong, I guess. If it was our house, he would not be wrong, but still.
I was like, I'm going to teach Luna how to be like, Daddy making money working for me. I mean, Daddy,
no.
Anyway, making money for me, not working for me.
Fast forward to 10 years when she's like, Daddy, give me credit cards.
Also, okay, I didn't know this was a thing, but I
Uh-oh.
found out on HeyMama.
Okay.
What the fuck is with Zoom Camp? Zoom Camp seems like something I would come up with when I was drunk to try to get money from people.
I got an ad for one today.
Zoom Camp.
Yeah. Drink.
P.S. I had to turn my air conditioning off because it makes so much noise.
I know. I'm sweating my tits
and look
off
at
right
this.
now.
Look at this. It looks.
If you knew how much sweat I have in between my boobs in this moment, it is not good. It is not good.
I'm having a full.
Get a
Whitney
hand raised
Houston.
for everyone with boob sweat right now.
You guys are glowing. We are glowing,
Very
but it's
nice.
called sweat. Thank you,
Yeah.
Emily. Okay, so virtual camp. Like I don't get this. A camp counselor gets on a Zoom and is like, "Here's
Yes.
a leaf.
Yes.
Let's all do some jumping jacks."
So I have a friend whose kid is in zoo virtual camp, which seems like the one that sounds the most entertaining.
Isn't that just called like Planet Earth?
Yeah, it's called
Just
like,
put the Netflix
Animal
on.
Planet? Yeah. There's like the Disney Plus subscription will give you all that content for about $10 a month or
They play
$6. I don't
hide
even
and
know.
seek. You know how they play hide and seek? I turn off the Zoom and I'm like, bye. That's how I play hide and seek. Bye, find me.
I just close the door of the bathroom and hide and just say, you can't find me. Where's mommy?
Emery's playing hide and seek right now in her bathroom. She's like, find me. Guess what? I'm in the bathroom. Bye.
So I got an email today for a virtual camp, and
Can I virtually pay?
they said that half of the day is spent outside. How the fuck do you do that in a virtual camp?
Does the kid take the iPad outside and is like, this is what I see?
I don't know.
But here's the thing. You can't send your kid outside by himself with the iPad. So you still have to be there doing it with him. It still works.
I mean, if they're of a certain age, you could.
I don't know. Not with the iPad. They'd be like, check you later. I'm going to sell this on the street and move.
Also, what's the deal with screen time in all of this? I don't know about anybody else, but I have given less of a shit about nothing ever than my kid having screen time. He is on the iPad all day long. It's all educational. It's ABC Mouse.
Oh, drink Sebastian. Thank you.
Thank you. It's ABC Mouse. It's Noggin. I bought him an Osmo for his birthday, so hopefully he'll play with that shit too.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a thing. There's a mat and there's pieces and you learn letters and all kinds of stuff. Ooh, someone raised their hand. Do we call on them? Larissa, did you mean to raise your hand? Should we call on her?
Did her kid wake up?
Oh. Oh my God, I did not. Okay. All right, never mind. That's fine. I just didn't want to ignore you, you know?
Guys, I don't know technology, so it's all new to me. It's okay, Larissa. We got excited. We just didn't know why. I'm pouring more.
Hopefully it's all the wine. Oh, I already beat you to that.
Okay.
But yeah, my kid is on the iPad all day long. Is anyone else's?
Yes, not the iPad, the TV screen.
But you're kind of like anti-screen time.
I mean, I was, but it's a new world, bitch.
So we had this child psychologist on the show when we were at the beginning of all of this COVID drink.
Oh, hold on. I was wiping water off.
Okay, well, you drink. I'll keep talking.
Okay, go ahead.
I asked her about screen time. I was like, listen, my kid is doing an inordinate amount of screen time. Should I be concerned? And she was like, let me tell you about screen time. These studies have not necessarily targeted screen time. They just happen to show up. I don't know if this is accurate, but I am riding that wave as long as I possibly can.
We ignored everything else we heard. Oh, I just interrupted you. Drink. I interrupted you on purpose, sort of. Sort of. It's so bad at my house right now that when Cassandra's kids come by my house to like say hello to Luna, when her daughter walks in, she's like, why isn't the TV on? Like, she's so used to it being on. I'm pretty sure I used to think she just liked me and she wanted to come over, but I'm pretty sure it's just because there's always a show on.
I was like, wow, you're talking shit about your friend who's in here and helps you watch your kid. You have some balls on you.
I mean, I probably would do that. No. Nothing to talk bad. I love her. But her daughter's like, comes over and is just like, why isn't the TV on? And I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure she comes over just because she knows I have TV on and she can watch it. Anyway.
What's the deal with trying to get your kid to wear a fucking mask? You should have posed this one because my kid actually does wear a mask.
Well, I'm not supposed to allow my kid to wear a mask until she's 2 because like the carbon dioxide or something.
I think I terrified my son so
mask,
much so.
Drink, mask.
Jesus Christ. This is not helping my sweaty boobs at all.
Soon you'll drink just enough that you won't feel them anymore and then it'll be fine. You're just at the tipping point. You need to go a little further.
No, really. How do you, I mean, listen, Sebastian sees a Red Cross, Sebastian, drink.
And I just said, Luna, double drink.
Oh God, double drink. He sees a Red Cross commercial on TV and he goes, Mommy, people sicky. And all I can think is, oh my God, what have I done to my child? What have I done?
I think it's even scarier though, because Luna doesn't it's not weird to her that people are wearing masks because she doesn't even try to touch it anymore. Like she's just like, oh, this is just the way that it is. And we bought her a couple little masks with like the little air vent thing. And I've been trying to put them on our dolls and I put them on the dog and, thought that was funny. But yeah, I'm not supposed to put them on her until she's 2 or something like that. I don't know. That's what I read.
I mean, that's what they say. Sebastian's been 2 since all of this, but I don't know. I think I would be I see the people walking with their babies and the babies have no masks on, but they do. And I'm just like, ooh, put a mask on your baby. I know you're not supposed to, but it just feels wrong. I'm just so
put,
scared.
The shield. I put like the shield over.
Oh, that's smart. The shield is good.
I mean, best you can do. Also, speaking of masks, drink. I just put lip gloss on because I was starting to dry out, man.
Were you going to say acne?
Yes. Face acne, or what are they calling it? They're calling it maskne.
I haven't heard that.
Yes, maskne. I just need a different regimen, whatever it is. I have all these little acne spots right here.
Carrie, I think you're just going out too often. Because every time I talk to you, you're out. And yes. I'm always in my house. I even started reordering Amazon groceries again.
Well, first of all, you live in a house and I live in an apartment.
Valid point.
I have to leave and put a mask on anytime I leave my door. So to get my mail, to walk downstairs because it's shared space. So I have to put a mask on to take my dog outside. I have to put a mask on, literally to get my mail.
I get it.
So it's a lot more mask wearing than usual.
I get it. That makes sense. That being said.
Don't hate on me, Ashley.
That being said, you won't get acne if you stop going out.
I just need a different plan. I need a different plan. Also, what is the deal with all the fucking snacks that your kid needs?
So many snacks.
Fucking so many snacks.
I go to Sam's Club, obviously, because we've talked about it endlessly. That should have been on the drinking game. And I buy Go-Gurts and put them in the freezer, and it is his favorite thing in the entire world. Go-Gurts.
Oh, should we do the mask poll early?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. All right, here's the poll. How many cloth masks do you currently own? Madison's putting it up now. The options are 0, parentheses, you're the problem. We stand by this. We know this is political. We don't care. 2 to 4, or 1 for every outfit.
20. Yeah, I'm close. I'm close to that. I'm close.
I literally buy a new set of masks every week. I wash them and I just keep collecting them. Should we see our results?
Give people a second. Oh, sorry. I thought that was a moment. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Madison,
it was very appropriate.
Fine. It was timely. It was perfect. Don't change a thing.
2 to 4. I think that's very reasonable. Thank God nobody said 0.
I definitely said 1 for every outfit. Anyway.
Right, we're moving on. We're going to a game, guys. We're going to a game. All right. So one of the things we don't love about podcasting is that we don't get to interact with listeners. Or maybe that's what we really do love. We're not sure.
That's what Ashley, being the homebody that she is.
I'm having the best time today. Maybe it's all the wine, but I'm having a great time.
So we're going to just do a little wave and wine. Ew, why is my hand so pink?
Wave and wine.
And so wave and wine is basically this game. That's all. It's basically a game.
The rules are very simple. I'll jump in here.
Thank you.
The rules are very simple. We'll ask a question. You're going to raise your hand over in the chat box. You see there's like a raise your hand option. And take a drink if you've done it. Be prepared because, Carrie, we may or may not pick somebody in the audience to share.
Sorry, I was going to say Danielle asked, is everyone wearing a mask right now? Well, that's a little aggressive,
Something
Danielle.
tells me that was James and not Danielle.
Okay, that's a little aggressive. I'm in my own home. I don't need to wear a mask. That's not how COVID is spread, just so you know, James. Get the right information. Okay.
All right, so the rules are, again, if you've done it, you take a drink, because why not, and you raise your hand, okay?
And by raising your hand...
It's this little chat. It's over here in the chat button. There's an option to raise your hand.
Who did it earlier on accident? Larissa. Larissa did it on accident, so she knows how to do it. Good job, Larissa. Good job. You were prepared. Okay.
Raise your hand if you've had sex during quarantine in a place other than your bed.
Oh, Ashley.
All right. Oh, wow. 2 other people.
Yes, Cassandra.
I forced sex on the dining room table with my husband. I didn't force him. That sounds really rapey.
Hashtag me
not
too.
What I meant. But I was just like, hey, you know what we can do right now? We can have sex on the table. I don't know why quarantine was the only time I thought that was an option, but it was.
Good for you.
How about, you know what? I think I want to hear from Amory on this one. Madison, can you unmute Amory? Can you share with us, Amory?
Or she can just type it.
I think Amory chose to be muted.
I would too if I were her.
There she is.
There are a few places besides my bed that I've had sex.
Yes. Please. In quarantine.
Well, everyone that I work with sadly knows that the only room in my house where the door locks is the bathroom. So we actually don't have sex in the bedroom. We only have sex in the bathroom because that's the only place that the door locks.
That's very smart.
That bathroom gets a lot of use.
Your bathroom, I think I know more about your bathroom than I know about you at this point.
I spend a lot of time in the bathroom. I realize the door's open and my husband's like, what are you telling me?
It's making me rethink a bathroom redesign.
I love this. This is great. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Anytime.
Okay, so the next one is raise your hand if you've seen a ghost. Yeah,
Carrie,
Larissa.
Carrie, I know your story and you need to share it.
Okay, who did? Okay, Erin, Larissa, anybody else? Okay, so my story is...
Keep it short. Keep it short. Abridged version.
My story is that one time I saw a ghost while I was sleeping with my boyfriend at the time.
And by sleeping, she means penetration.
Penetration. Well, I didn't see it during penetration. Penetration was happening, and I was very sleepy, and I don't remember anything. I wasn't drunk, I promise. I don't remember...
Or drugged.
I don't remember having the sex. I just remember waking up, remembering we had sex, and then I saw a ghost. She was colonial. She was wearing a bonnet and a dressing gown, and she was doing needlepoint. Her name was Maggie. I'm giving you the short version. And Me and my boyfriend both saw it. And then the next day, when we were like talking about our ghost experience, he's like, plus that sex we had last night was so crazy. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, you choked me. You were really, it was kind of hot, but it was also scary. I had no recollection of this. And then we realized that we're pretty sure that Maggie took over my body and had sex with him and then showed herself to us. Anyway.
And welcome to Momtourage. At the end of the show, we're going to ask you to subscribe to our podcast. Still feel free.
They're not all ghost stories. That's really my only one.
I feel like we need to pick Larissa to participate on this one.
What? Larissa, do you have a ghost story? Were you penetrated by ghost Maggie?
I mean, mine is not that good, even at all.
Nobody's is that good, Larissa.
No one's is that good. I'm embarrassed. My ghost opened and closed a door. That's it. That's it.
Let me tell you, this ghost opened a door and closed the door to my vagina.
That's amazing. Larissa, I love that. Nothing could have been better after Carrie's story.
As you can tell, I'm a little extra.
Can I just tell you guys how much back and forth we have had in preparation for this, where I'm like, Carrie, you can't say that. Carrie, you can't say this. Carrie, that's too much.
Also, I edited this story. I'll tell you the part that I wasn't going to tell you, but I am going to tell you, is that it was the first time I ever girl squirted.
Jesus Christ.
That's what the ghost made me girl squirt. She opened up the portal to this unique female orgasm, let me tell you.
Oh my God. All right, on to the next one. That is such a that is such a legendary Carrie story. Carrie, where did this happen? Dana, do you relate to this?
Dana, it happened in a cottage in Connecticut along the Appalachian Trail.
Everything bad with ghosts happens in Connecticut. That's why there's a haunting in Connecticut.
Exactly. It happened. And you know why? Because it has limestone deposits. Places with limestone deposits have more ghost activity than other places. I'm an expert.
All right. So raise your hand.
Her next week. Tell her to get that good Maggie ghost penetration.
Oh my God. All right. Raise your hand if you've had a humiliating wardrobe malfunction.
Me.
Of course. Do share.
Okay, so I was at an audition from when I used to be a television actress, and I was wearing khaki pants, and I went to lunge a little bit, and the khaki pants split down the crotch like two assless chaps, and my entire vagina was exposed, and I didn't have underwear on, and I had not taken care of the lady garden recently, and so I'm on camera, they're filming it, and I go to lunch, and the entire pants rip, and all it is a waistline, and then two flaps on my legs, and my whole vagina is out. And the only reason why I know, aside from the breeze, that my vagina is out is because I see the cameraman who's laughing, and the camera is slowly laughing and like falling. And he's like, cut. He's like, do you know your vagina is out? I was like, I guess.
Here's a really fun part of our podcast where Carrie tells a story and I say, Carrie, you are not telling the truth. That is not a true story, Carrie. That is not a true story.
It is.
So no one raised their hand on this one.
Oh my God, Dana is Madison's mom, and Dana, I want you to get that good ghost action.
And also, Karen, you would fill your pool with water from a lime cave. I love that so much about you. Truly, I love that. All right, raise your hand if you've had a home haircut dye job go bad.
Either quarantine or not quarantine related.
Yeah.
Am I the only one? God, am I a freak?
Is there no one else? Let's hear from somebody.
I don't want to keep talking, guys. Although this is a show about me talking, really.
All right. Do you want to tell the story?
I mean, my friend did my hair and it turned orange, and then I just look like Carrot Tops.
My mom was trying to cut bangs in 7th grade. I didn't raise my hand, but here I'm raising my hand. My mom tried to cut my hair in 7th grade, bangs, and she could not get them straight. So I ended up getting baby bangs. That was the worst of it. It was bad, but it wasn't great. I actually gave my husband an amazing haircut a couple of days ago. He looks really good.
I gave mine a medium haircut.
Oh, he looked good. I didn't know you cut that.
I gave him a mullet.
Oh, oof.
He wanted one. He wanted like a little faux hawk. It's not a mullet. It's a faux hawk. Anyway.
Raise your hand if you have a legendary, get ready to drink, ladies, legendary shitting your pants as an adult story. My hand is up.
Yours is more legendary than mine.
Somebody's got to have one. All right. Well,
I
long
guess we're
story
just
short,
freaks, Ashley. This is why we're friends.
apparently. Long story short, I was 9 months pregnant, coming back from a long car trip with my husband. I felt it. You know when you're sweating, you feel it and you're sweating.
It's called the poop sweats.
Yeah. And I was just,
drink.
I called my mom and I was like, listen, I'm going to need your help getting into the house. I don't know if I can get up. I don't know if I can get up right now without shitting my pants. And we pull up, finally make it. We pull up. My mom is standing outside and I'm like, oh no, I can't. I literally cannot stand up. I can't stand up. And I finally, like a wave, a sweat wave passes. And I think, okay, this is my chance to stand up and make it in. And as soon as I stand up, it just came out. My mother had to disrobe me because, again, I was 9 months pregnant, shower me. My husband had to clean poop out of the car. My poop. Humiliating. Horrible. Terrible.
Oh, Ashley.
Awful. All right. How about if you have a legendary story about your kid pooping? Because I've got that too.
Drink again.
Everyone has a kid pooping story, right?
Oh,
Karen, let's hear it.
Aaron.
Will you unmute, Karen?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we
Yes.
can, girl.
We have been spending a lot of time upstate, and apparently my son was taught by a neighbor about nature peeing, which in his mind meant pooping. So he was in the backyard upstate, and my daughter is like, Mommy, Asher needs you. He pooped outside like 20 feet from the house or 10 feet from the house. And I just started flipping out and yelled at my husband, I'm fucking done with the woods here. I hate you peeing in the woods. We're done. This is what the neighbors are teaching them. We're out of here. Back to the city. So yes, that was my poop.
That's amazing.
I
How
made
about,
It's good.
it up with a dog poop bag.
oh, good, as it should.
That's good. I feel like you're not really a parent until you have a poop story. Should we hear one more kid pooping story? Because those are good.
Yes.
How about Aaron?
So I wasn't there for it. My son was.
Oh, no, Aaron, you got muted.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah,
Yes.
we hear you.
Okay. So the nanny was taking my son home from school, and they were on the bus. We live in Brooklyn, and he had such a severe poop attack that they had to shut the bus down and let all the people off the bus so that they could have it cleaned.
How old is your son?
He was 3 at the time, but he's 10 now.
Oh, my favorite part of this story is how much his mother is laughing at it, and rightfully so.
I hope that at his wedding you tell that story, and I hope someone took a camera phone picture of his face after getting off the bus.
Oh, my God. That's so good.
Oh, God, Aaron, I'm going to think about that for a long time. It's going to make me happy.
All right, while we're on it, how about puking? How about your kid puking? Because I have an epic one.
My kid has not puked yet, by the way.
That's good.
Ever.
It took a really long time for Sebastian to do it.
Oh, Amory has one too.
So real quick, we went to a steakhouse for my mother's birthday last year, and my son had been saying he wasn't feeling so great. He had a hard belly, but he had never puked before this day.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was
he
his
had never
first
vomited
puke.
before this day.
I didn't know
Carrie.
that.
And we're about to order our steaks. And I swear to you, this kid, he's sitting on my lap, just starts puking all over me. He goes, bleh, and then again, he does it like 5 times, 5 blehs. And I'm just like, what do I even, do I get up? Can I leave the restaurant right now covered in puke? Because I'm going to just drop it all over the place. Long story short, I ran through the restaurant and took my kid out because there's no other option. Horrible scenario. Amory, how did your puke? Why can't I say puking? How'd your puking story go? Amory, you're muted.
Maybe she's having sex in her bathroom right now.
I have so many puking stories that I don't even know which one to tell you guys. I have like a puker kid. She's been puking since she was born. She used to breastfeed and puke on me as she was breastfeeding. Or I would pick her up and squish her belly a little too much, and she just like blah. She gets car sick. So there are just so many puking stories that I almost can't even think of one. We carry puke bags around with us. I'd have puke bags in the car and then just hand them to her and she'd throw up in them. So I have often found a bag of puke in my bag that I forgot to throw out because there is so much barfing that's gone on in the past 4 years of my life.
Nothing says a Birkin. Like,
yeah, I mean, down my shirt, in my hair. Like, I have had to take my clothes off, like put our clothes on her.
Yeah.
On the plane, we were coming back from Australia and I was on a plane with her for 9 hours and she started getting sick and throwing up every hour. So I was running around stealing barf bags from people so she could throw up in the bags. And then I was hiding them because, you know, people don't really like when there's babies vomiting on the plane. So
I wonder why.
All
So
around.
weird.
Is that enough?
yeah.
Oh, that really tops my steakhouse one. I thought my steakhouse was bad.
I want to hear Dana's because I hope it's a story about Madison.
Oh yeah,
puking.
Dana, please share.
Madison's like, I'm not unmuting her.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So yes, I have two daughters, but my puker was definitely Madison.
Yes.
Basically projectile vomited from 2 weeks until 1 year old.
Oh no.
And maybe later tonight, depending on how much she drinks.
Perhaps. Well, not to say that the puking has stopped, but just that I don't have to change the car seat anymore, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys understand that because you are like New York City moms, but there is nothing fucking worse than a projectile vomiter, and we drive everywhere, and that shit gets everywhere. It's awful. It's completely awful. But one of my particular favorite stories, and this was actually after the projectile vomiting scenario, it ends up like I went to so many specialists or whatever. This kid just has slow digestion. She just eats too freaking much. But I mean, she's adorable in everything, but she likes her food. And so she had a sit and spin. I don't know if you guys know.
Yes, of course.
That's a vomit inducer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And so she loved the sit and spin, and you know, it's adorable. But I do remember one particular time she got up from the sit and spin, this little like kind of like drunk little 2-year-old, and proceeded to barf all over my clean folded laundry. And of course, I'm the type of mother that doesn't give a shit about the kid. I'm just like, holy shit, I have to redo the laundry.
We have it on tape, Madison.
I would be pissed about having to redo the laundry too, in all honesty. I would just be like, oh, God damn it.
That's exactly how I felt.
Yes.
Also, I would just like to share that my baby daddy Lee just said, I pray our child doesn't start puking on the reg.
Oof.
Oh, thank you, Dana.
Thank you for sharing,
that
Dana.
made me so happy.
Yes. Yes.
Also, I would just like to say, I don't know if it's the sweat or the amount of wine that I'm drinking, but when I look at myself, it looks like I'm wearing a wig.
You look like a Charlize Theron angel, in my opinion.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel like I'm wearing a wig. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's see.
How about if your kid has made you cry during quarantine? Yeah, Carrie can drink to that one. My kid makes me cry all the time, not quarantine specific.
So true story this week. My kid wasn't eating and she was hitting me, and she actually lifted my shirt up, grabbed my belly fat and said, oh no. But I started crying one of those times. I don't know. It was something involving eating and her pinching me, and a bunch of abuse was happening. And she did this, which is the sign language for more. So I'm crying. And she is going, more.
You know, the douchiest part of this story is that your kid knows sign language. And
Listen.
There is no reason for her to know sign language.
Actually, there is. My stepmom is a deaf interpreter.
Okay.
So don't you feel like an asshole now?
An interpreter.
That's her job. She literally does sign language as her job. So we all know sign language.
Okay, great.
Don't you feel like a fucking asshole now,
I don't
Ashley?
at all, actually. Thank you.
Anyway, she does more and says more. And I go, more what? And I'll just say, more what, Luna? Drink. She goes, more crying, mommy.
Did
What
you say
the
it?
fuck? She said, more cry, mommy. What the fuck? What a bitch. I'm sorry. My mom hates when I call my daughter a bitch, but she really sometimes is such a bitch. I was like, more crying? Are you a masochist?
Yeah,
Anyway.
truly.
Okay,
I mean,
so Larissa and Dana also raised their hand about making crying.
Let's start at the top. Aaron,
More
you had
teen
a
mommy.
great story last time.
Yeah, this one is depressing. So, you know, I think that we didn't leave the house for maybe about 2 months. So like March, April, and into May. And then we started going for little walks. And so I said to my son, you know, what do you notice the most about how things have changed? And he said, I noticed that we're, you know, whenever we see people on the street, we have to kind of run away from them. I
Oh,
think that's how it's going to be from now on.
oh, that is sad.
God, yeah.
That is
Aaron,
sad.
I love you. You really brought down the party. That really broke my heart.
That's okay. We all need another reason to drink, Aaron. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Everybody drink. She mentioned the Rona. All right. How about Larissa?
Today, it's like, what day? Today my 3-year-old was like, it's scratching time. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And she proceeded to just start scratching my legs. And I was like, please stop. I don't like that. Mommy doesn't like that. And she just kept going, oh. And she just kept scratching my legs and then ran away quickly. And I was like, okay, cool. It's done. It's done. We'll talk about it later. And then comes right up to my face, scratches my fucking face.
Oh, yeah. No,
So
that's not cool.
Now it looks like my cat went at me, and really it was my 3-year-old. And I have scratch marks on my face. She drew a little blood.
Kids are straight
I
up
cried.
fucking weirdos. They're such weirdos.
My kid just tells me he doesn't like me. And that makes me upset.
But kids are like, now I'm just going to lick your foot for no apparent reason. Or now it's
Also
scratching
something my
time.
son does. Yeah.
Yeah, Luna too. Weirdos, straight weirdos.
All right. Let's do these last two.
Yep.
All right.
If you've panicked that you were pregnant during quarantine,
My hand's up. My
that's
hand
because
is
you
definitely up.
fucked on your kitchen table.
No, that was at the beginning of quarantine. That being panicked that I was pregnant was like a week ago. I'm not. And that's all I care about. That's the end of the story. I'm not. Everything's okay.
Guys,
Anyone
just so you
else?
know, we know because you only took one drink, or that you're drinking it all, really, I guess.
I mean, I'm more than halfway done with my bottle, I'd say. Oh, no. Actually, I thought I drank a lot more. No, I'm halfway done with my bottle.
Ashley, what are you waiting for? Okay. Or here, raise your hand if you've been way too drunk during quarantine.
Amen, sister.
Possibly later this evening.
Called right now.
Exactly. Drink.
Well, guys, thank you for participating in Wave and Wine. That was super fun. That was
super fun.
This is what you don't get on a podcast. You don't get real audience interaction. I felt like
Yeah.
Howard Stern for a second.
Oh God, I wish I was Howard Stern.
Me
Usually when my hair is,
too.
I know. Anyway, I don't know why I
Okay,
said that.
not
Like I
in
wanna,
a weird
not in that
sexual
way either. But I just mean
Oh.
I like him. I know, but I said it sexual. It was confusing.
You did. You sounded like you wanted to have sex with
I don't.
Howard Stern, which is
I don't.
Anyway, all right, let's go to our next poll, shall we?
Oh, did we do this one? No, we haven't done this one. Go ahead.
No. All right, so here we go. This is a fun one for you guys. How many Amazon packages are you getting on average each week? Amateur hour is 0 to 1. Bank account's still kicking.
And kicking.
Is 2 to 4. And hide it from your partner, 5+.
Submit your answers.
Make sure, yeah,
now.
Carrie, you submit too.
I did just right now.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I'm on it.
Let's see those results. Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. Hide it from your partner is 64%. That's what I clicked. What did you click, Care?
Of course, hide it from your partner who's in the next room. So now jig is up. Jig is up, Lee.
Larissa said, LOL, the limit does not exist.
I want to know who said 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Who
Can
is
we get a
that?
hand raise for who said 0 to 1?
That's
Not
me
to
too.
shame you. I'm just impressed by you.
That's so weird. I don't know
Not
when
Dana,
I ordered
because
it
her hand
either,
was up
Larissa.
the whole time. That person is not coming forward. That's all
They're
right.
they're like, don't shame
It is not
me.
judgment. I am very proud of that person.
I mean, yeah, Jeff Bezos doesn't need any more money.
No.
Anyway. All right. So
Ugh,
next
time.
up, here we go. Listen for this. Where's our music cue, Lee?
Well, it says hashtag swag bag. That's our cue.
I'm waiting for Lee to hit the sound effect.
Uh,
I guess it's not happening. Is Lee asleep?
the jig is up, sister.
Uh-oh. Anyway, Lee's not going to play. I'll say it. Hashtag swag bag. There's the sound effect. Anyway. And Lee told me he had worked in theater before. I'm confused. Anyway.
So this is another one of our favorite weekly segments. This is where we obsess.
We say hashtag swag bag for things that we wish we could give you in our swag bag.
Things we can't live without. So Carrie, do you want to kick this off?
I do. Okay, ready? I'm going to try to do like I'm an influencer. You ready?
Well, let's start first with, I didn't put this in, but we should start first with, this show is sponsored by Bobbi Brown.
Not the rapper, but the
Not the rapper,
artist.
but the makeup company.
Yes.
And we got some products, but we've also been using Bobbi Brown for years, Carrie and I. So
Yes.
we're going with some products that we actually really, really love. We loved all of them, but we really love these.
Also, Ashley is the face of Bobbi Brown.
No.
A face. She's a face of Bobbi Brown.
Okay, let's move on. This is embarrassing.
Look, she's
me.
embarrassed.
I'm
Look,
so
I made Ashley
embarrassed.
Okay, so I'll go first. My hashtag swag bag. And true story, I've been using this mascara for like 3 to 4 years. So what you need to know about me. I'm a used to be natural blonde. This is not natural anymore, but I am fair.
What you used to know about me. Or what you need to know about me.
My eyelashes and my eyebrows, so these are heavily penciled in, and I'm using this mascara that I'm going to promote in a second. However, my brows and lashes are like white. They're white. They're very blonde. I wish the hair on my head was that blonde, but evidently only my eyebrows and my lashes continue to be blonde. And so I kind of look like the movie Powder if I don't wear mascara. Powder, I'm old. That was a movie.
Powder's
I like
good.
how-
Everybody knows powder, right?
I don't think so. But anyway,
Oh,
it was a
no.
movie
Oh my
about an
God,
albino.
that's Wow, Madison. That's a low blow.
Yeah, but
I
she
didn't even
isn't,
know that
see?
was up also.
Yes. Haha, we're embarrassing you. Anyway, so if I don't wear mascara or put a brow on, people are like, what happened to you? Are you sick? Do you have COVID? Drink COVID.
Honestly, I can't drink anymore. And I had a steak before this in preparation for the drinking game. It did not do a good job, by the way.
Also, Ashley, I've never heard you say that before, ever in my life, ever.
What?
I can't
Well,
drink
it's
anymore.
hard for me to do my job while drinking.
I'm just saying. I've seen
I
you
mean, I
crawl.
love it.
I've
What?
seen you crawl on pool tables. I've never heard you say that.
I don't remember that, but I believe it.
You got in trouble for it. Anyway, so I wear mascara all the time. Like Ashley can attest. I wake up, I put mascara and an eyebrow on. We podcast. I might be
Yes.
wearing sweatpants. I
Yes.
might not have changed out of pajamas, but I put on mascara.
Carrie has come to visit me, and we both look like flaming dumpsters. And yet
But I
her
will
eye, and yes, her eyes are done, and her eyebrows.
Yes, I will always
Incredible.
have my lashes. That's the like chapstick, lashes, and brows always. So I've been using, long story short, I've been using this mascara forever. It's my go-to. So it is.
Tilted. Yeah, there you go. Wow, look at you, model. Wow.
I did my nails, guys, for you. It's the Bobbi Brown Smokey Eye Mascara in black. The wand, I'm going to take it out here. It's like a thin wand, and it's curved, and it's like tapered at the end, and it does a really good job of curling your lashes. I curl my lashes anyway, but you don't even need to. And it's really, really black. And normally for a blonde, very, very black mascara does not look good. But I put on a smoky eye for you guys, or like a more drama eye. But I can even wear this with nothing else on my eye. And one coat makes your eye just pop. 2 coats makes it look more dramatic. So this is what it looks like, a little bit more dramatic.
There is nothing
what I
Carrie
have to say.
loves more than talking about makeup, by the way.
I love it. Anyway, so that's my swag bag. And this is a new tube, but I have 2 more old tubes because I'm cheap. I'm high-low in my makeup bag right now. And I even use the brush for other things. So I wash it. I'm budged.
I do want to attest to the fact that this is where Carrie is going to make fun of me as somebody with very long eyelashes. This is where Carrie goes,
Ashley goes, oh my God, my hair's so thick and my eyelashes are so long. I'm so pretty.
Anyway.
It's so hard being so pretty.
Anyway, with somebody with long eyelashes, Like the specific, like certain wands, certain mascara wands really do clumpy, yucky things to my eyelashes. And on first use with this mascara, it was incredible. It is so good. I swear to you, it's a great mascara.
Also, you can layer it. So some mascara,
Yes.
the more you put on, it starts to get really
clunky.
creepy looking.
Yeah.
But this you really can layer. Like I said, the first one, it just looks like you've darkened your natural lashes. And the second coat really adds a little bit more drama. I'm sure if you did a third coat, it would be like great for an evening.
Yeah.
It really, and it doesn't, I have what they call diva eye. Ashley can attest to this. It's when your mascara starts to like go down your eye because your eyes are watery. This does not do that. This does not give me diva
They have
eye.
what they call diva eye. Okay, so my hashtag swag bag is the perfectly defined gel eyeliner. I mean, you're not going to be able to see that, but
how do the influencers do it?
yeah, I don't know. I use chocolate truffle. I have it on right now. It's just it glides really well, and it stays put at the same time. It's a really good product. I didn't actually use this before this, but I did this this Instagram live getting ready for it, and I used this, and I thought this was an incredible product. It felt really good. I have a theory that you either have to pay a lot of money or very little money for a very good eyeliner. So you either have to buy like Chanel or like Wet n Wild, and this is like a very decent price point.
I disagree with that.
I've always found that to be true, and this is the first time I don't find that to be true. I think this is a great eyeliner, and I highly recommend it. And this chocolate truffle goes on almost black. So for those of you who don't like the me in 2002 high school black raccoon butthole eye, go with chocolate truffle.
Also, two more things about that eyeliner. I have it in a different color. It has a sharpener on the end.
Yes, that was the coolest part, I thought.
To keep it like really, really fine line. It's crazy. It's amazing.
This is the sharpener.
Look at that little thing. It's cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
And the second thing is, although it doesn't budge, you can buff it out if you don't want a sharp line.
Yes.
So usually it's one or the other. Usually it's a sharp line. See, I'm a makeup addict. Truly, I'm a makeup addict. Usually you can put it on and it stays put, and then if you made a mistake,
That's more the Wet n Wild.
Correct.
Aspect,
or like a gel liner, like the cat eye. This one, you can put it on and it will stay put. But if you want to buff it out, it doesn't go away completely, which is usually the problem. It's usually one or the other.
Which Chanel does actually go away completely, if I may say so.
Fuck you, Chanel.
Yeah.
That's what I
Get
have
a life,
to say.
Chanel. Anyway, Bobbi Brown is giving everyone 20% off with code BBX HeyMama. It is also in our chat panel. So anyone who needs it, go for it. They're really good. They sent us a bunch of stuff. Honestly, everything was really, really great. And we're not just saying this because they didn't pay us. They just sent us product.
Which we love. But
it was incredible.
I'm interrupting you. So everybody take another drink, except for Ashley, who can't hack it. Pussy. P.S. I don't know why we say pussy, because pussies are the toughest thing around. We should say something else.
Nothing else literally bounces back after being destroyed. But
what powder do you recommend? Ashley, did they give you a powder?
No, they didn't. They gave me an eyeshadow palette that was really, really great.
And it's only available on the Bobbi Brown website.
Yeah, so this is actually the palette. You got this too, I think.
Yeah, it was great. That's what this color is.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's everything I have on. But no, they didn't give me a face powder. This is another brand. And it's not working because, again, no AC for sound quality.
Also, Dana, you can tell I'm not wearing a face powder from the glow that is on my face. Anyway,
guys, let's read our audience Q&A answers.
All right, let's see.
I feel like the show has gone downhill. We are just all over the place.
We are not downhill. We are in our prime, Ashley.
Larissa says, worst Zoom fail was actually on Google Meets. Did not realize I was on camera for a full 45 minutes while everyone else was off of it. Probably burped or rolled my eyes and they deaf saw it. Wow. At least you weren't that lady who went to the bathroom with her computer on the floor. That poor thing.
Can I interrupt you for a second, Ashley?
Yes,
for
please.
a group share, because you know that I love a share.
Yeah, I do.
So my other career is I'm a yoga teacher, and I recently bought a clip mic so that when I teach classes, you can hear me better. Problem is, they also hear you when you fart better. And I have farted multiple times in a yoga class.
It's yoga. What else are you supposed to do?
Oh, God. Let me tell you.
Danielle and James Dayhoff say having to run after Joey in the middle of a video call when he barely knew how to walk. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I've had to come after Sebastian, who butt his face into a call that Matt was doing. And I was just like, yeah, don't mind me. I felt like the nanny in that. Did you ever see that video of the like BBC reporter? And his kids run in and one of them's in the walker and the nanny has to like go on her hands and knees and pull him out. That's how I felt.
Okay, so Dana says, I was Zooming with my team of agents. I'm a real estate broker. And my husband proceeded to do what he often does in our empty nest home. He walked into the bathroom and proceeded to pee, of course, with the intermittent fart. Dana, I feel like you're a part of our family.
Yeah.
With the door open for all to hear. Second best was my daughter from college crawling on the ground to not have her thong bathing suit seen in my Zoom meeting. Would have been fine if you couldn't see her ponytail moving along the bottom of my screen in the background.
Oh, that's good. Anonymous says, my kid literally shit on the floor while I was on the phone with my boss trying to convince him to give me a raise. So, wow.
I bet you that was my sister. I bet you that was my sister.
But her name is there.
I don't know. Maybe she was like,
You win. I mean, game is over. You win.
My twin said, well, you need the raise if your kid is shitting on the floor. You need more product to clean up shit, more diapers. My twin 7-year-old boys create a slip and slide in the kitchen out of my hand sanitizer when I was interviewing someone on a Zoom call.
That's really good.
First of all, I feel like they should be fined because hand sanitizer is really hard to come by these days.
It's a hot commodity.
Not only is that hysterical, but it's dangerously wasteful in this current time, in this COVID time. Drink. Oh. Ash is like, I'm not doing it.
I'm out of it. So pantomiming.
So earlier, just really quick, Amory said, has anyone else seen people post Instagram lives on their feed where you can see they have no pants on? You can see they have no pants on. No, but I actually would like to see that.
I would, yes.
That would be enjoying.
I would enjoy that. I saw one news reporter clip early on in quarantine when it was still like, ha ha ha, what's funny about Zoom? And then there was always like one guy. It was that guy.
Sometimes when I run a Zoom thing, I have 2 different views because I'm doing yoga, and my daughter or my dog will like photo bomb the one.
What do you mean you have 2 different views?
Like I have my computer and I have my iPad so that people can see my yoga pose from the front and from the side for better alignment.
You can do that? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess so. It's like 2 different panelists.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
See, I know Zoom, Ashley.
Wow, I'm really blown away by technology, apparently.
That's right. Well, that's our show today, guys.
And wasn't it fun? I had the best time.
I had the best time. This is like the most people I've been with in a really long time. Since
Really
my
long
20s
time.
when I was with everyone. And by with, I mean in the biblical sense. Anyway, thank you so much for spending your precious Friday night with us, especially on Zoom, which I know you guys have 100% Zoom fatigue.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Do the right thing. Subscribe, rate, review, and subscribe. Here we are. You can find us anywhere you find podcasts, momtouragepodcast.com, momtouragepod@gmail, in case you want to send us a personal message. We always reply back. We love to hear it. And at Momtourage Podcast on Instagram.
And special thanks to Lee Mars, Madison Rice, HeyMama, and Bobbi Brown. Carrie, you got it. Take it away, girl.
Oh, thank you so much. We are here for you. You are not alone. We got you. We are your Momtourage. Thanks for becoming part of our Momtourage.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Cheers, everybody. Take a drink.
I don't get sick of this song, I have to say.
Oh, I love it.
Can't wait to take this polyester shirt off. Love you all.
Love you. Thanks, guys.